ठीक है, हम लाइव है।
Okay. Hmm. चलो, I'm going on camera.
ठीक है, मुझे 2 मिनट दो, मैं आता हूँ कैमरे पे। Let's
Okay.
start with this अभी। ठीक है, ये हमारा एप्लीकेशन है। वेलकम पेज को करते हैं क्लोज।
Okay.
ब्राउजर दिख रहा है
Hmm.
अभी? नहीं।
Okay. I'm able to see it. Let's go.
ओके। इसका बनाते हैं क्लोन।
Hmm.
हमारा गोल है।
So basically, what we are trying to do here today is
Oh, I
we want
thought we
to
were doing stream in English.
hmm, switch your language. So we are trying to clone a website, and generally, what happens with this kind of stuff is we have to like take a lot of decisions onto what we need to do to clone this one. Suppose what skills do we need? So we need UI skills, right? Those are nothing but HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and you need a JavaScript library like React or Vue.js or Next.js. So and then you need a front end, back end. Since this is a static website, we would have very like small amount of changes or overall features that we are going to develop. So um, Kashish, do you know how to build front end applications here?
Money, I know the concepts of React, but I don't know CSS. I don't know JavaScript.
Hmm.
I can just understand the flow of things in React, how what components are, how to make them. I can put them, I can enhance them, but I cannot build them from scratch.
Yeah. So same here. I do know a couple of front end things here and there. I dabbled with them in my previous years, and I tried to learn a couple of things here and there. I know HTML, CSS, JavaScript here and there, and then um, I know a couple of things with React. At least I used to know that. So currently, I never built professionally. I never built any front end applications or have been part of that. So that's where I stand with my knowledge. And what we are trying to do here is that we want to make sure that we want to build reverse engineer a website so that we know what it takes to build a front end application, and how uh, why we are doing it in the first place is that we want to be brave, and we want to use AI to uh, build a front end application. We don't know how or what output the AI is going to give us. So that's where we are at. A couple of things here and there, and we want to use AI to build it. The general consensus here is that AI can do everything. AI can do all the tasks that we already are doing. So that's the general, thinking around AI stuff here. But we will see. We will, put all of that to test. So why do you want to do it, uh, Kashish,
Yes.
why do you want to do this?
So money, for me, it's a rare opportunity where I can see,
Hmm.
I can how's that? What's that saying? Uh,
Hmm.
let me speak it in Hindi. Then you give it me the English version of it.
Okay.
एक
Uh,
तीर से दो निशाने.
yeah.
एक
Sorry.
एक तीर से दो निशाने.
Acha. Okay. One stone, two words.
Okay, right.
Hmm.
So that's my goal. One is to explore the capability of AI. What can we
Uh-huh.
achieve from it? From a developer perspective, from a user perspective, we know that companies are selling tools. They have built the tool and they're like, okay, take
Hmm.
it, just give it some command and it will build something for you. But we developers don't need a fully baked system. We need something that we can work with. What we
Hmm.
want is a system that is flexible, extensive, easily extensible as well. So
Hmm.
we are a different species altogether,
Hmm.
because how does it help us, the developers? We
Hmm.
are the people who are building the tools for the users.
Okay.
We can build something for the users and they will be happy. But
Hmm.
can AI help us as well in building things, in building
Hmm.
services that users will feel like, oh, it's magic. I'm just typing and everything's working. But
Hmm.
can we, as a developer, use the AI to build these tools which makes
Hmm.
users feel like it's magic?
Hmm.
So this is
So, fun
this-
fact, what I'm trying to like.
Emani, I said 2 points. Remember, this is one.
uh, Okay, okay, got it. Sorry, sorry. I got distracted. Go ahead.
Yes. The second is the front end is has always been challenging for me. So
Hmm.
with this, I'm 100% sure AI will not be able to give me 100% the result, at least not in the current state. So
Okay.
whatever half-baked thing it will give, I will modify it to make it perfect, or at least
Hmm.
try to get help from the AI itself to make it
Hmm.
perfect. So I will learn to build front end in a
Hmm.
way by using AIs and systems, which is the expectations right now. I will be
Hmm.
building using AI tools. I will be learning front end, how to build front end using AI, which is the expectation. So it's perfect. I am learning front end. I am also checking the capability of AI systems for developers.
Hmm. Okay. So, and what percentage does do you think that you are going to code uh, yourself? Like, for example, let's say we are trying to like clone a website, right? Just recreate it again.
Yep.
So, on what percentage do you think that um, a model, LLM, right, can recreate or give us the completely fully useful and working code for cloning a website? Because let's face it, this is not a very tough challenge that we have. Can you show the website once? Can you
Yes.
show that? Yeah, yeah, there it is. Yeah, right. This is just a static web page. Static web page meaning that we don't have anything going on here. Like it is just a display of couple of links in a certain format. All of this is just couple of links. That's about it. Whatever you're seeing is somewhat like a list of all the links to my socials and my websites. uh, and we want to just recreate this with AI. I mean, just use pass the link to website and say that okay, I need code for this website. Can it do it? Can it reverse engineer that? So that's where we are going. My bet is that it will give me like 20, 30, or 40% of the code that is working, but it will not be able to fully integrate everything like HTML, CSS, JavaScript and into a framework, maybe add a backend, everything to it, and give it working in first shot. We can ask the model to modify um, here and there, and do to get it working. But yeah, that's about it.
True, true, true. That's what I think as well. It
Yeah.
my expectations is it will really help me with this where I always get stuck.
Hmm.
Get stuck at the basics. How to design it, where to keep what files, how many CSS
Hmm.
classes to make, the basic
Hmm.
HTML structure, the standard things, which
Hmm.
which should not be a problem. Anyone
Yeah.
who has worked a little bit in
Hmm.
any of the framework, they knows how
Hmm.
to um, how to place things. They have no issues with this. They just
Yeah.
go and create folders and done. But me, I don't know. I don't know how many folders to create, what level of depth entry I need to create.
Hmm.
It's a new framework to me. This is a problem you face whenever you find yourself with working with a new framework. It is nothing
Hmm.
unique. Even in backend, if I start working with a new framework, I need to learn how to set logging in this, how to set other things in this. There's a lot of stuff. So I'm hoping it will take care of all that stuff, and
Hmm.
I will be able to focus on the
Hmm.
main thing, which is coding, the actual
Hmm.
thing, the website.
Okay.
So, is it time to start?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just looking at couple of things here and there. Interesting. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting.
Mhm.
Interesting. Yeah. So what did you do to get that answer? What prompt did you give?
I told it that I want to clone this static website.
Yeah. So it says that it if you hover on that warning mark, right? It says that it cannot.
Mhm.
नहीं उस पे रिपो पे डाल दो, उस पे मत जाना.
लेकिन पहले let's just explore first how it looks.
No, what I'm saying is that whatever code that we get now, we will do it with this one, like server, mock server, and then just open it in our local host.
Okay.
मॉक सर्वर से ही कर लेते हैं ना, उससे वो दैट विल बी लाइक अ फुल सेटअप.
Okay.
हम्म.
But how will it fit in this great expectation? Uh,
हाँ.
shall we make
Just
new
create a new folder
yes.
within UI. Create a new folder within UI and say like mm, link tree clone, something like that.
Hmm.
Linked नहीं भाई, link tree, LINKTRE.
My bad.
हाँ. E भी हटा ना. Okay. Do you know the shortcut in Mac to rename a file or a folder?
It is no.
Just enter, hit enter, click on it and hit enter.
Whoa.
पता नहीं था ना. Okay. Yeah. Just put it under UI. Put it under UI.
I think it's fine. I think it's fine as a separate. It's a
No,
we can
no. Just
it
put it under UI. I'll tell you. Okay. Yeah. So any UI app, right? It goes under this. Any UI app we are trying to build or clone or do whatever, it goes under UI. Any backend we build, it goes under backend.
But money, we were also gonna use the monorepo.
Ah,
So
that's what. Nah, this is why
we
we have monorepo. Nah.
we could treat it as a separate application.
See, in monorepo, you will have multiple different types of repos in one single place. Or
Mhm.
am I getting it wrong?
You are right, but I don't know if it need to be top level or not. But okay, let's just
Yes. Let's
let
start it. We will rearrange it.
we will, yes, that's
We
the
will
we will
debate it.
we will
We will
learn from our experience and we will
yeah,
read it.
yeah. Index.html for HTML. So for viewers who are not familiar with what index.html, this is basically where your website starts. अरे उसने नहीं दिया क्या? वो बात नहीं सुनाया क्या?
He
भगाना नहीं, ऊपर जाना.
tells us what to use.
हाँ, which file to put na? That's what. You have to highlight that fact.
Yes, it mentioned us that we need to create an index.html file.
Yeah, you'll have to mention it. You'll have to like mention it
Yes.
here.
Okay, in that case, it also mentioned that we need to create a style.css.
Ah, so here in Linktree clone, you'll need to create 3 folders: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay. Control Shift N.
We need live server.
हाँ, लाइव सर्वर वो एक्सटेंशन होता है ना, वो कर ले. Hmm.
Is installed.
Yep. No, if you click on that go live, right? There is a go live button in top bottom right corner. Bottom right corner.
Yep,
Ah,
this is what I was searching for.
yeah. See,
Here we are.
here we are. We cloned it, right?
Yes.
Click on, no, no, click on this one.
Let's
Click
go.
on,
Let's copy image address and use that.
यार, image address पे मत जाना. Click on that link first.
Hmm.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Right?
Yep.
So you are expecting that to be there, right?
Yes.
But somehow it is not there. So I see we are trying to explore what that model is generating for us. Okay. We'll have to be like really, 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 really sure about it. As in what it is generating, and we have to like test it. If something is available and it is running, quote unquote running, we need to explore it. You know.
Yes.
So go to that link page once again. So what we are going to do here is that go to third tab.
Go to the third tab. All right.
Yeah. See here, first thing, image is not available because we haven't referenced any image. We will show where that image is in our HTML and why it is not present here. We have a header here. We have buttons here. So that part it is fine. It complete. Can you go to second tab? It completely skipped a section over there. Okay. First is my paragraph. There I say some random shit there like data engineer, cloud enthusiast, whatever. So that it skipped completely. Okay, it skipped below icons. These are publicly available icons, by the way. The Blue Sky, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, GitHub. Those section it kind of skipped. Right.
Yes.
And what it conveniently did is it put those links, that the icon links, as the below, like buttons. If you go there,
These ones, no? Yes.
those it put as, not everything, just LinkedIn, YouTube, and all of that. Go to third tab, you will see that. So this, my friends, is called hallucination. Basically, you ask something, the model generates something else, which is closer but not actually correct. Right? It kind of did what it wanted to do based on the input that we gave. We just gave very minimal input, saying that, okay, clone this website. When you ask it, it did clone, but the output that you see here is not what you are expecting it to be, because you are not clear,
Yes.
right? So now we will be little more specific from now on. Okay, can you go back?
Mhm.
Yeah. So here it gave a lot of text in order for us to understand what it is doing, and we will do that. So before we have it here, like we understand what it did and what it didn't. We will understand what code it has generated on a very high level, and then we will come back here and try to modify it with AI again. Can you go to VS Code? Sorry,
Mhm.
I
One
should
sec.
have said VS Code. Yeah. Go to index.html. We will explain what live server is. So if you are seeing here, if you are if you observe this index.html, Kashish, you go ahead and explain what this actually means.
Am I explaining the whole index.html?
No, not whole, but just explain what it is.
So, for starting, index.html is the first page of any website that is open.
Hmm.
And from any server, if you host, this is where it starts. This is the default name of the file as well. So, if a server is hosting your application, you can assume that your first page that will be shown to user is index.html. Yes, you can make multiple HTML pages, but when user open your website, they will be by default they will be shown this index.html. Okay, this is the default page. So now you see the HTML structure. First, in an HTML file, we need to define that it's a type of HTML type of document, right? So we say doc type is HTML.
Hmm.
These
What
are
is the doc type?
hmm.
What
So
do, what is a doc type?
I think it might be schema that needs to be followed,
Yeah,
right?
it's a HTML tag, right?
Yeah, it's a HTML tag.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
but
basically,
it is special
mm,
one. Like it has
mm,
this exclamation.
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Isn't it
So
comment? Is
yeah, sorry.
special one, right? Because we have comments as well where we have exclamation. Correct?
Right. Yes. Yes. That's a different one. Comment, and then you'll have to use that double, like hyphens.
Like see here.
That is a comment. Yeah.
Yes, but this is special basically. This is special tag.
Right. That's a special one. That's a boilerplate one. So for every HTML document, that's how you start.
Mhm.
Basically, it's not an HTML file. HTML is a markup language. It's not a scripting or a programming language. It's just a markup language. Basically, it is used to like define the structure of the HTML page, what goes where, what is the order, everything, all of that. So within that, we will have a lot of tags here: the doc type, HTML, head, body, div, href. All of these are high level tags. Even meta, that's a tag. Basically, it you know each tag represents different structure or different element. Basically, some elements will have this closing and opening tag, like head, body. They have a head, and then slash head as the closing tag. So that's how it is. and we will in each of these tags for a couple of for a lot of tags here, you will see options as well, like HTML lang equal to en, that means language is English. And even if you have meta, that is metadata of this web page. So basically the
I believe,
character set we are using is
Mani, I believe
UTF.
these are called attributes. Am I right?
Yeah, attributes. Yes,
So
attributes.
there are
Tag
two
attributes.
types. You can expect two type of attributes.
Hmm.
HTML, for example, if we call it attribute, you can see
Hmm.
there's nothing in it. So these are binary type of attributes. They are just an marker. They are present.
Hmm.
That means it's saying something
Yep.
by being present. And the
Yep.
other is the value, which actually holds the value. The value is important.
Hmm.
Some tags are just there.
Yeah.
For example, selected, if I remember correctly,
Hmm.
when you put selected in tag somewhere, attribute somewhere, it just means that this particular tag is selected. It's gonna start with selected checkbox. If it's checkbox, it's selected. So
Yep.
it doesn't have any value. But
Yep.
then there are others which has values.
Yeah. So
Thank
we are not going to dive deep into all of this. But what I try to want to emphasize is that suppose you don't understand what is link tag here. Can you copy that line? Seventh line? Yeah. Just go to the AI and ask it to explain it to you.
I think I can just paste it and it will just explain.
Yeah. Explain.
I don't have to even ask it to explain. It will
Yeah.
just.
So basically, the LLM generates, I'm not saying retrieves. It is not retrieving a data from something like a database or some server. Okay. It is generating the data based on the input that you give. The word generating here has a lot of emphasis because you saw earlier, right? Like when we give a value, sorry, when you give a website and clone it, it generated some output. It didn't retrieve the output from any place. It generated based on the examples that this model has been trained. So keep in mind, it is not just with ai.google.com, aistudio.google.com models. It is with any publicly available or private available model, large language models like Claude, OpenAI, Mistral, Google Gemini, and so on and so forth. So that's how it is, right? So here, when you say, when you just put that line here, which you didn't understand. So since the model has been trained like couple of hundreds or if not even millions of examples like this, so it quickly understands that, okay, you are trying to understand what this link tag is and what all attributes it has, and it will try to explain you. So basically, if you check here in the explanation tab, in the under the explanation section, it is saying that, okay, link, and then it is saying it as a tag, and this HTML tag establishes a relationship between a current HTML document and an external resource. Basically, we are using CSS, uh, you know, CSS uh, style sheet here. So which basically has style. Its name is styles.css. So and we are using this to link to our current HTML document, right? So that's how it is, and we are saying that this is a style sheet. What does style sheet mean? So when we are putting links in this particular website, can you go to VS Code once?
Yes.
When you are putting, yeah, when you are putting these links here, the 19th 18th to 22 link lines, all these are links. So in this one, if we don't have any style here, so it will just look like a plain like text. So which we don't want to do. So can you remove class link button here from one of the links?
Hmm. Uh,
From just remove it from 18th line. No, no, not that one. No, no,
I'm
just remove the class. Just remove the class. Class
class.
equal to that. Yeah. Yeah. And can you go to the website on Chrome? Yeah, just refresh it. Yeah, you don't have to refresh it. So earlier, the YouTube button here had same style as LinkedIn, GitHub, and whatever, right? But now it just looks like a plain, text. So this is what basically a CSS does. CSS is your decoration styles on top of the elements that you have been introducing with a HTML1. So understand CSS, HTML, and JavaScript like this. Suppose you are building a house. The external structure, the walls, the cutouts for your windows, doors, for your different areas of your house like living room, bedroom, and all of that, kitchen. So that is the arrangement, the physical structure is your HTML. The styling, all the styling aspects that you do, like paint, RCC, structure, all of this, the paint you do, the ceiling work, all of this is CSS. How the door supposed to work, how your kitchen supposed to work, how your TV should work. All of this functionality is handled by JavaScript, basically. How when you turn on your tap, how the water should flow, whether it flows down or whether it flows up. So in an application, so that's how JavaScript works basically. So this is how I remember, how these elements interact. So based on this knowledge, I am trying to input into a LLM and get the output and check whether it is working fine or not. So which is what we are doing here. So again, right, anything to add here?
No, no, Money. Money,
Yeah.
you hold the stage for 2 more minutes. Let me go and fetch something. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
So can you give me control?
Of course, of course.
Hmm.
Uh, where's the control, man? Remote control. Okay.
Hmm. Okay, got it. So now what we are doing is here. Yeah. So we are going here. So we said that we want to add links here, like, right? But here there are no links actually. It is just some a random value. So we will just add my links here. Okay. Href. Oops. What am I doing? What's happening here? Now it's working. Yeah. Okay. So let me, okay. Yeah. Ah, man. Okay. Copy link address and I'm putting it here in the href, right? And LinkedIn. What's happening? Uh, hmm, okay. Not able to switch screens.
Mm-hmm. Use Alt tab.
हाँ वही. अरे विंडोज टैब दबा रहा हूँ मैं. नहीं हो रहा है. हाँ. Go ahead. Change it to. Can you copy links for each of them and put it here for LinkedIn and others as well?
I can't move my mouse.
Yeah, you can take the control. Yeah.
I have to do what?
Yeah. I want you to like, um, copy the links. Can you go to the website, my website?
Hmm. Here, here we
Huh.
are.
Yeah. Just right click on LinkedIn and then, copy link address from there. LinkedIn, yeah. Yeah. हाँ. अरे यार, just copy, right click and copy that ना.
Okay, that's what you
Copy
want.
link address. हाँ. उस पे जाओ. VS Code. हाँ. हाँ. Just remove. हाँ. Replace that href. हाँ.
This is done right. This is what's your next goal? This we can handle. This is not a big thing.
No, just add all of them. We will like continue from there. इंस्पेक्ट पे मत बजा भाई, उस पे कुछ नहीं मिलता है वो.
Okay.
हाँ, कॉपी लिंक एड्रेस. बस. हम्म.
There's no resume here. Is there?
रेज्यूमे नहीं है.
Yeah.
नहीं है. अरे हटाओ उसको, ईमेल. वो दोनों हटाओ. हाँ. हाँ. बस. बस. बढ़िया बढ़िया. अभी चेक करो. हाँ. So this is what it's been, right? It's working. Click on LinkedIn. You can check. If you want, you can check my LinkedIn and GitHub as well. But huh. So you got my point, right? So we kind of clone some behavior here and there, and we can say that you know we are satisfied. I don't say we have done a great job, but we are satisfied. We want to take this um, up again. Maybe add a profile picture, add some styling to it, and then what do we want to do? Yeah, we can add those icons back. After YouTube, LinkedIn, and GitHub, we can add it and make some styling choices here and there. Put a full like make it as a something like a card. Put a border on all of this.
What if
Right?
I want to experiment one thing, Mani?
हाँ, go ahead. हाँ, कर लो ना. हाँ, put the link there. It's fine. इमेज का लिंक है ना, वो वहाँ पे डाल दो. I'm not saying anything.
I took a screenshot.
हाँ. Yeah, you can do it as well. Yeah, might as well do it. Yeah. Hmm. Create a website that looks like this. Just put something like that.
Right. I'm gonna Clone this website.
No, no. Clone this static website bolo. Clone this website bole to it will just ignore you because it thinks that it is going for some sort of copyright infringement. Yeah. So yes, large language models do not readily clone websites because it's a violation of lot of things here and there. Yeah. So they don't want to do it. Hmm. Okay. So
But
what are you going to do now with all of that?
well, first I'm gonna give it the links so that
Hmm.
it updates it.
Hmm. Okay. Use only these links. Just say it. Paste it and say use only these links. Hmm. Hmm.
And it seems to have ruined it.
No, ऊपर वाला एक बार just copy the first one and check what all you are getting there. We can copy it later. Yeah. Yeah, just copy this. Come down, come down, come down. Yeah, here. Copy the CSS one as well. Okay.
It does look better.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. It looks very close, right?
Yes.
Definitely a lot closer. Definitely a lot closer to this. Yeah, we just have to like, yeah. See, that's how our model performance or the answers that we get from the model would drastically change based on the input that we are giving. So
It's
earlier we just said, okay, clone this model, sorry, clone this website.
it's
Hey model, clone this website.
not a
With
TikTok clone, but it looks presentable that it can be deployed easily.
yep,
It looks
yep,
good. It's not a clone for
yep.
100% sure it's not a clone, but
Hmm.
it's not lacking anything. It's
Huh.
good.
See, what it did with this X. Hilarious, man. Hilarious. If you think, see what it did is that it didn't get the latest icon of Twitter, and then it just put that X wala thing. Oh my God. That's
Like,
how these things are really funny. Okay.
yes.
So yeah, here also it didn't use the links again, right? So I want to close this here right now. What I want us to do is that no, no, अरे नहीं, छोड़ दो इसको. नहीं लेगा, नहीं लेगा. वो एक क्लास है, वो एक क्लास है. That's a class in CSS ना. That's why you're not able to find it. So what we are going to do tomorrow is that we will break down on the application what it generated and how it is coming up with the solution, just like how we did with the HTML version earlier. So we'll go through CSS one or two classes here and there, and we will show how it is generating these styles, and we will try to mess with some things and show it on screen as to what it is generating and how it is generating. Right?
I definitely am interested in exploring this CSS to figure out
Mhm.
how good it is. What is the quality of this CSS? Is it industry standard? Does it look
Hmm.
good? Does it look extensible? Like,
See, we haven't told it to generate any with any standard CSS libraries, be it Tailwind or be it Bootstrap or anything. It didn't use any of that things. Okay, it generated only pure CSS. That means anything that that CSS styles are available for without installing any libraries or without doing, anything fancy. It is just available. You can do it. Okay. See, the the website that we are trying to clone might have used some advanced CSS libraries.
Use font awesome for the icons.
हाँ, font awesome तो वो that's a standard library ना. But if you check here, there is nothing like it, right? I mean, there is no like any क्या बोलो इसको, any standard libraries. It's all just plain CSS.
Yeah. And one good thing I should mention is it used responsive. Uh,
हाँ, that's what.
so
So
let's try.
what all of this means, we have to put it in some context.
Hmm. Yes.
Generate karana is one thing. Okay, I'm not saying it is bad or good. I am completely with it. We don't want to write so much code because there are a lot of examples already present. What we want to do is why it generated the way it generated. Only after you put that image, it was able to grasp the exact, things that we are trying to make it work for.
Yes.
Right. So what does this responsive means? What does, why does it matter?
But
All
I
of that
have
we will discuss it later.
even I have no clue. I have never. I
अरे
just
यार, बच्चों की तरह खेल रहे हो उसके साथ, छोड़ दें यार, बाद
चल
में डिस्कस करेंगे उसे.
ठीक है.
हाँ. So
As
so this is what, where we want to like, stop this discussion right now. But you get the idea, right? Folks who might be watching later or maybe watching now, you might have gotten the idea that if you give some good
It's
input
12 o'clock.
to a model, it's going to generate, if the model is trained on that kind of data already, it is going to generate a pretty good response close to what we are thinking or what we are trying to do, right? It all depends on your input. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's about it, man.
and one thing I would like to add is this is
Hmm.
my assumption. I'm not a data scientist, but
Hmm.
the way it was able to understand the image and generate HTML code out of it. So
Yep. Yep.
that means it somehow has been trained on that this image corresponds to this certain amount of text. So
Yep.
it's able to understand, okay, this image is exactly what. Um, Basically,
I'll tell you, I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing. There are millions, if not more, hundreds of millions of wireframe diagrams, Figma documents, Adobe, designer documents, where you just, drag and drop elements and you generate code. All of these examples are available on the internet. Whether chat GPT or, large language models use them ethically or not is a different question, but they have used them in their training. So that is why when you give certain visual to it and ask it to generate with HTML and CSS, right? It did do that because it was already present in that particular model training data. So what does this mean? If you are a new, if something is emerging right now in this moment and you think you want to learn about it, that data might not be present in the training set of the models, any models basically. That means you are highly unlikely going to get a proper result from it regarding those topics. So you'll have to be little mindful about it. Okay. So that's where we want to stop. But whatever data that is already trained till this point, it's all good. We want to like explore that part where all of the training that is already done, how much we can stretch all of this knowledge for, just for the coding task, just for building and all of it. So we don't know a lot of things. We don't know what is monorepo and how is it is used, and we don't know a lot of front end stuff. we are still doing front end. We will figure out, monorepo as well. Going further, we'll figure out a lot of stuff like this. And yeah, we are good, uh, for now. So let's see what tomorrow holds for us.
Okay, guys,
It's
let's.
fun. It's really fun. It's really fun, to see the model output, exactly that thing, that we are trying to do.
But Money,
Yeah.
let's continue tomorrow. But you remember that there are some specialized models or tools that are available. They can
Hmm.
literally give you what you want. You can just explain it to them, and they will keep modifying the
Yep. So
camera.
those are called agents, MCPs. There are a lot of things, that even I'm not sure, to be very honest. But if you just give English prompts, like we did, the model will take them as inputs rather than code, and then they will generate the code, they will write it.
Mm.
But there are some pitfalls and this one to it. But we will explore. We will explore. We'll explore.
But I really think that it's really a good idea to just stick to the you know universally available AIs.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
specialized AIs will definitely work better,
Yep.
but it's
Hmm.
just okay. All right,
Hmm.
guys. See you next time.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining or tuning into this one. I hope you had a great time. We'll discuss about AI has been really hot right now. So, and people are telling that it's the be all end all solution of every problem we have. So we just want to see whether, it is the case or not. So we don't want to we don't want to take anything for granted. So yeah, there you go. Thank you so much. Have a great time.